You should be. My name is Unknown Facts, and today we're taking a trip. Not to a beach, but to the world's most bizarrely haunted locations. These aren't your average spooky houses. We're talking places so steeped in tragedy and mystery the air itself feels heavy. We'll dive into tales of vengeful spirits, ancient curses, and architecture seemingly designed for ghosts. If you're easily spooked, maybe keep the lights on for this one. We're peeling back the layers of legend and staring straight into the abyss. Now let's get this spooky show on the road. Our first stop, a place shrouded in mystery and steeped in a chilling history, is Mexico's Isla de las Muñecas, a location that has captured the imagination and sent shivers down the spines of countless visitors. More commonly known as the Island of the Dolls. Here, hundreds of decaying dolls hang from the trees, their presence a constant, unsettling reminder of a tragic past. Their empty eyes and broken limbs, creating a nightmare landscape that seems to breathe with a life of its own. The legend began when Don Julian Santana Barrera, the island's caretaker, stumbled upon a scene that would forever alter the course of his life and the destiny of this small island. He found a drowned girl and a doll floating nearby, a silent testament to the tragedy that had unfolded. To honor her spirit, or perhaps to protect himself from what he perceived as a malevolent presence, he hung the doll on a tree. But it didn't stop there. Over decades, he collected more dolls, creating a bizarre shrine to the lost child. Don Julian claimed to hear whispers and footsteps at night, sounds that fueled his growing paranoia and deepened the mystery of the island. He became convinced the island was haunted, a playground for restless spirits and forgotten souls. Visitors today report the dolls' eyes following them, and some swear they hear the dolls whispering, their voices carried on the wind, a chorus of forgotten memories. People leave new dolls as offerings, adding to the eerie collection, perpetuating the cycle of mystery and unease. The story takes a chilling turn. Don Julian drowned in the same spot as the girl. Locals now say both spirits haunt the island, forever bound to this strange and unsettling place, surrounded by their silent, plastic audience. The oppressive atmosphere is undeniable. It's a layered cake of tragedy and nightmare fuel. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the sorrow here is palpable. The Island of the Dolls is a place where obsession, grief, and legend have fused into something truly haunting. It's not just a tourist oddity, it's a monument to the power of fear and memory. Would you dare visit and risk becoming another part of its chilling story? On to the next haunted destination, where the veil between worlds is thin and the past refuses to stay buried. Next we descend, embarking on a journey into the heart of Paris, but not the Paris you know. Beneath the bustling city streets, far below the iconic landmarks and vibrant cafes, lies a hidden world. The catacombs, a subterranean labyrinth, a stark contrast to the lively city above. A city of 6 million skeletons, a silent testament to centuries of Parisian life and death, a place where the past is not just remembered, but physically present. In the late 1700s, as Paris grew into a major European metropolis, Paris's cemeteries overflowed, becoming a public health crisis. The city's dead were overwhelming the living. To solve this macabre problem, bones were carefully exhumed and moved into ancient limestone tunnels that lay beneath the city, a network of abandoned quarries. Over decades, this relocation project transformed the tunnels, and bones were meticulously arranged, not just piled into decorative walls. A macabre art form, skulls stacked with precision, femurs forming patterns and structures, and eerie bone art, transforming the practical solution into a haunting memorial. The catacombs are a silent, democratic assembly, a final resting place where social distinctions fade, of the dead plague victims, their lives cut short by devastating disease, revolutionaries, caught in the fervor of a changing world, nobles, stripped of their titles and privileges in death, and commoners alike, all equal in their skeletal remains. Walking these tunnels, you are not just a visitor, you're surrounded, enveloped by anonymous skulls, each one a silent witness to history, and a chilling sense, a palpable awareness of mortality, a reminder of our own fleeting existence. The air is cold, damp, the silence profound, broken only by the drip of water and the echoes of the past, broken only by your footsteps, a stark reminder of your presence in this city of the dead. Naturally, legends, whispers of hauntings abound, tales passed down through generations, unseen hands reaching out from the walls, disembodied voices echoing through the tunnels, shadowy figures lurking in the darkness, and orbs of light dancing in the periphery. The most famous tale, a chilling urban legend, a lost man's camera discovered years later, found deep in the tunnels, far from any known entrance, showing him fleeing, running desperately in terror, his face a mask of pure, unadulterated fear, before the footage cuts out, leaving only static and unanswered questions. Was it real, a genuine glimpse into the supernatural, or just urban legend? A story embellished and retold over time? In the catacombs, surrounded by the bones of millions, it's hard to know what to believe. The psychological weight, the sheer scale of death here is immense. It can be overwhelming, even for the most seasoned visitor. Panic attacks, claustrophobia, and disorientation, the feeling of being utterly lost, are common and should be taken seriously. Above the entrance, a stark reminder of what lies beneath, a sign warns, a chilling inscription, "Stop, this is, enter at your own risk, the Empire of Death." A permanent, unavoidable truth. The catacombs force you, whether you're ready or not, to confront death, to acknowledge its inevitability, on an unimaginable scale, a scale that dwarfs our individual concerns. It's a place where the veil between worlds seems thin, history, the weight of centuries, mortality, our shared human fate, and the supernatural, the unexplained mysteries collide, creating an unforgettable, unsettling experience. Would you walk, dare to walk, these halls alone? Could you face the silence, the darkness, the weight of 6 million souls? Let's move on, to lighter fare perhaps if you dare, if you can shake off the chill of the catacombs. Now to England's ancient Ram Inn, often called the most haunted house in Britain. Built in 1145 atop ancient ley lines and a supposed pagan burial ground, its foundations are steeped in dark history. Ritual daggers and children's bones were found beneath the floorboards, evidence of ancient sacrifices. Over centuries the inn has hosted masons, slaves, and countless spirits. The list of ghosts is wild: a witch, a Roman centurion, a high priestess, a demonic incubus, and more. Former owner John Humphreys claimed relentless torment, dragged from bed, haunted day and night. Guests report apparitions, flying objects, freezing temperatures, and violent encounters. The bishop's room is infamous for its oppressive evil and ghostly sightings. The incubus is said to pin people to their beds, leaving them terrified. Even seasoned investigators leave shaken. The ancient Ram Inn is not for the faint of heart, a place where the veil between worlds is dangerously thin. Would you spend a night here? We travel to Japan's Aokigahara, the Sea of Trees at Mount Fuji's base. This dense, silent forest is infamous as one of the world's most common suicide sites. Legends of Yurei, restless ghosts, haunt its shadowy paths. Folklore tells of Ubisut, where the old or infirm were abandoned to die, seeding the forest with sorrow. Modern tragedy was fueled by novels and guides romanticizing the forest as a place to end one's life. The silence is unnerving, compasses fail, and signs plead with visitors to reconsider. Volunteers patrol, leaving offerings for lost souls and marking trails with colored tape. Visitors report screams, wailing, and shadowy figures, an overwhelming sense of being watched. The haunting here is psychological, a beauty laced with despair. Aokigahara is a contradiction, stunning yet saturated with grief. It's not a Hollywood haunting, but a place where sadness lingers in the air. The Sea of Trees is a reminder of the fragility of hope. Let's continue our journey. In the Venetian lagoon lies Poveglia Island, Italy's most haunted place. During the Black Death, it became a quarantine station. Over 160,000 people died here, their bodies burned in mass graves. The soil is said to be half human ash, and bone fishermen avoid its shores. In 1922, a mental hospital opened run by a sadistic doctor who performed brutal experiments. Patients claimed the island was haunted by plague victims' screams. The doctor, tormented by spirits, eventually leapt from the bell tower. Legend says a ghostly mist finished him off. The hospital closed in 1968, leaving the island abandoned and decaying. Illegal visitors report screams, shadows, and overwhelming rage and despair. The bell tower sometimes rings, though the bell is long gone. Ghost hunters have recorded chilling voices telling them to leave. Poveglia is not a gentle haunting. It's aggressive, malevolent, and deeply disturbed. It remains a festering wound in the Venetian lagoon. Would you set foot on this cursed island? In Philadelphia stands Eastern State Penitentiary, a fortress of psychological torment. Built in 1829, it pioneered solitary confinement, isolating inmates in silence to force penitence. Instead, it drove many to madness. The system was psychological torture. The prison housed infamous criminals like Al Capone, but it's the collective misery that haunts its halls. Visitors report cackling laughter, shadowy figures, ghostly faces, and whispers in the cell blocks. The feeling of being watched is constant. One restorer fled after a terrifying vision in cell block 4. Today, it's a museum and a hotspot for real hauntings. The annual haunted house attraction is nothing compared to the true stories. Eastern State is a monument to suffering where punishment lingers long after the gates closed. Would you walk these haunted halls? On to our final stop, brace yourself. Our last stop on this spectral journey takes us to a place where the veil between worlds seems particularly thin. San Jose's Winchester Mystery House, a sprawling and enigmatic mansion, stands as a testament to one woman's extraordinary beliefs and relentless pursuit of peace. A mansion built to, in essence, be a sanctuary, but not for the living, to confuse ghosts, to disorient them, and ultimately to appease them. It's a blueprint for a haunted house designed with a very specific purpose in mind. Sarah Winchester, a woman shrouded in mystery and driven by grief. Widow of the rifle magnate William Winchester, inherited a vast fortune but also, according to some, a terrible curse. Believed she was haunted, relentlessly pursued by the spirits of those killed by the Winchester rifle. By victims of the Winchester rifle, their lives tragically cut short by the very weapon that made her family wealthy. A medium told her during a seance that she needed to take action to appease these restless souls, to build a house, a grand and ever-expanding structure, for the spirits, a place where they could reside and perhaps find some semblance of peace, and never stop building. The medium warned that ceasing construction would mean her own demise. For 38 years until her death, Sarah Winchester followed this instruction. Construction never ceased, a constant hum of activity that shaped the house into the oddity it is today, resulting in a labyrinth of architectural anomalies. 160 rooms, each with its own story to tell, or perhaps to conceal. Staircases to nowhere, abruptly ending at ceilings, a physical manifestation of the disorienting nature of grief. Doors that open into walls, a symbolic barrier between the living and the dead. The bizarre design was meant above all else to confuse vengeful spirits, to trap them within its walls, and to protect Sarah from their wrath. Sarah slept in a different room, a new location each night, further confounding any spirit attempting to find her. The number 13, a symbol often associated with bad luck, is everywhere, woven into the very fabric of the house. 13 bathrooms, a peculiar number for a private residence. 13 windows in certain rooms, a deliberate and recurring motif. 13 hooks and steps on various staircases, a constant reminder of the unseen forces at play. The seance room was, arguably, the heart of the house, the epicenter of Sarah's spiritual consultations, where Sarah supposedly consulted spirits, seeking guidance and reassurance from beyond the grave. For building plans, instructions on how to appease the spirits and continue the endless construction. Today, visitors report, even in broad daylight, footsteps echoing through empty hallways, slamming doors, seemingly of their own accord, ghostly apparitions, fleeting glimpses of figures from another time, including Sarah herself, forever bound to the house she built. The house is a beautiful, albeit unconventional, bizarre monument to a life lived under the weight of grief and superstition. To grief and fear, a physical manifestation of the anxieties that plagued Sarah Winchester. In trying to outsmart death to build a fortress against the spectral realm, Sarah may have built inadvertently a true home for the haunted, a place where the echoes of the past resonate with unsettling clarity. The Winchester Mystery House is, in the end, a testament to the power of belief and the enduring human need to find meaning in the face of the unknown. And the lengths we'll go, the extraordinary measures we'll take to escape our ghosts, both literal and metaphorical. Would you wander, dare you venture, its endless halls, knowing that you might not be alone? Let's wrap up this exploration of haunted locales, our journey into the spectral realm. And there you have it. From Mexico's Doll Island to California's Haunted Mansion, we've explored the world's most chilling places. Are they truly haunted, or just reminders of our darkest histories? That's for you to decide. If you enjoyed this journey, give the video a like and subscribe for more. Have you visited any of these places, or have your own ghost story? Share in the comments. The world is stranger than we think. Stay safe, and maybe keep the lights on tonight. See you in the next video.